And you touched upon this a little bit already. Certainly the argument would be, I imagine, that, well, it's just like alcohol. A police officer after work can go and have a beer. Why is this different? I think you touched upon it already with regard to the length of time that it stays in the system. And you also mentioned, and I should have put this in my introduction. You are the immediate past president of the State Police Chiefs Association.
Well, past president. We just had a new president sworn in June. But I'm a past president. I was immediate president.
Got it. Okay.
About a month ago.
And so are you? I'm not going to ask you to quote anybody, but are you sensing that this is a concern among many of the police chiefs in the state?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, all the police chiefs are concerned. For the reasons I said, I also feel like from a public trust perspective, that the public knows that there are certain employees, sensitive employees that are out there in the community, such as police officers who have, the authority to use deadly force, this shouldn't even be a question in my view. And the law should be clear that police officers, in my opinion, should be exempt from this law and not use cannabis off duty. So, it's a civil liability issue, certainly, but it's also, a concern, in my view, from a public trust standpoint. And then there's other issues. One of the things we talked about, if you're a police officer that is, looking to rise through the ranks and eventually go to the FBI National Academy someday, federal law still applies. You go through a separate background investigation. I went to the FBI National Academy. If an officer decides to say, okay, I'm going to use cannabis off duty, there's other things that may impact, their career down the line if this law doesn't change, such as that, or being on a federal task force.
I was just going to say that. There's oftentimes when local officers are assigned temporarily to a federal task force, that would certainly create a problem.